channel. You know what time it is, No Press fam. Welcome all to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment where we take multitudes of characters from across many universes and have them battle it out. I am your gracious host, Class. These two have been around for some time and considered great threats to the cosmos, but also to a roster of superpowered teams. I'm talking, of course, of Lord Darkseid and the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. But to turn up the heat, we're going to give these madmen use of some cosmic threatening weapons to find out who bows down to who. Before we begin, this is in honor of our 5th year anniversary here at the No Pressure channel, and if you enjoy this content, please share, like, and subscribe. Learn about origins and abilities in the playlist titled Brief Origins or BAF. Let's get to it. In this corner, wielding the anti-life equation, representing DC Comics, new god baddie himself, Darkseid. Now let's talk about the endgame. Some might think, what can the anti-life equation bring to the fight? There's plenty of ways you can use this to his favor, Use it on the Mad Titan himself. The words uttered correctly or written properly provides anyone the power to overtake their free will. Get close enough to whisper to him and the game is pretty much over in that sense. Broadcast a frequency to both Marvel and DC Universe, enslaving everyone and using that army to take on Thanos. This army has infinite heroes and villains, making taking the glove from Thanos a potential possibility, as characters can pop out of nowhere or use certain tricks to distract Thanos long enough for someone to yank that glove off of him. Like, we're talking maybe like Loki or Sentry. There's a lot of potential from the Marvel side, and you also have other people like maybe potentially, Atrigon or something like that, or Lobo. Just throwing a curveball here. Use Thanos' own people against him. His, I guess he calls them his children, or one that has the might strong enough to put a dent on him, like perhaps Superman. Yeah, he can bring Sentry or Superman to the table. Surprise Thanos during their brawl with the undead rising off guard at the moment's notice, or boom tube them next to Thanos for another surprise trick, or have them falling down from the sky to get one over his head. The choices are endless. Most of the equation is about taking away free will, so not exactly a weapon designed entirely physically for defense or offense, but not to worry, because Darkseid didn't need much to begin with. Sure, Thanos has the gauntlet that holds multitudes of power options. Darkseid is that by himself. He can teleport in great speeds faster than Thanos, which means he might be able to remove the glove fast enough. He's strong to match blows with him, or maybe be able to hold him off from using the gauntlet. Omega beams that can at least hurt the Titan, maybe even place him in the Omega effect, with him having to back turn. He might enjoy it, or it might be placed in witnessing death or Deadpool having a special moment together, and that might grind his gears. Darkseid is a weapon in himself, and with the equation in his possession, all it would take is a matter of time and opportunity for him to use it to his advantage, thus taking the win on this one. Alright, now in this corner, representing and holding the Infinity Gauntlet, Marvel Comics' own Mad Titan, Thanos. Yes, Let's talk about the endgame. Yes, the anti-life equation. Darkseid may have an army, but his gauntlet is capable of wiping that army out of existence with a snap of his fingers. If Thanos were to obtain that anti-life equation, he too could use an army of powerful heroes and villains from both sides to do his dirty work. Darkseid can handle himself against quite a few teams, but several teams on his own would definitely present a challenge for the new god. Travel the time before Darkseid learned about the equation and tamper with the equation so that it somehow has Darkseid surrender his own free will, thus giving Thanos a win in this instance. Use time travel to go back in time when Darkseid was in love and make sure he never gets taken out, causing Darkseid never to search for the equation, thus the fight ends before it begins. Or stop Darkseid from getting his new form during the Omega Effect betrayal to his body, to his brother, when he betrays his brother to get the Omega Effect. I know time traveling seems like it's been done to death, but his stones at this moment do have that time travel potential, therefore the argument is solid to bring up. Using him years of his experience with science and magic, if Thanos were to learn about the history of Darkseid, he may be able to do various things. He can learn about the special bullet, I believe called the Radion bullet, designed to end Darkseid, at least in this dimension. He can learn about him being from a greater dimension and focus his efforts on research for the manipulating dimensions. His knowledge to somehow form the gauntlet with the stones to merge with the anti-life equation to create a powerful enough frequency that not even Darkseid could ignore, and potentially become Thanos' mindless slave, having him bow to Thanos' greatness. The stones themselves possess the necessary means to put an end to the fight before the equation could be used. Power Gem is to harness Darkseid's power from the Avatar. Soul Gem to do what the equation can almost do, and having his own Walking Dead army to back him up against the zombie of Darkseid's. His Mind Gem can help tamper with Darkseid's mind, perhaps creating an illusion to Darkseid that he wrote the equation down, or learned the equation by tapping into his mind, or use it then for his own benefits. The list goes on and on. To shorten it, Thanos has a weapon that can do more than any weapon. He might not be able to end the very existence of Darkseid himself, but he definitely can defeat the Avatar version of him. A win is a win no matter how it is done, for the main man Thanos. But as always, no press fam, it's not up to me, it's up to you guys. So if you guys liked either one of my arguments, you can hashtag Thanos or you can hashtag Darkseid. And as always, no press fam, we really appreciate you guys keeping it 900 subs. Peace. Shout out to all my content supporters. We're not working together, but we like to give credit where credit is due. Ivan the Unstoppable for all the knowledge of comic feats, Watch Mojo for origins and for all the background videos, Comic Historian, Comics Explained, and key issues. Go ahead and check them out and tap into the world of comics by supporting other creators. Link to channels will be in the description below.